Alright, so we have been using iOS 26.1 Beta 1 for 3 days now, a little longer by the time this video goes live, and I want to tell you a little bit about the performance and battery life and the normal questions you guys like answered. First things first, they did drop the public beta just a couple hours ago today. It is the exact same version as developer beta 1, so your results should be very similar. If we go into settings, general, and about, you can see this version has a build number of 23B5044L. Now, having said this, it's an L build, it's the first beta, and this will have a little bit more work to it and a ways to go before it is released. I would say we should be expecting this full beta to leave its cycle in the end of October at the very earliest. First betas usually have a 2-week gap before we receive the second one, so I would not expect to get the public beta or second developer beta until at least October 6th, and then possibly not even another one until the 20th. Now, I want to let you know, to put this in perspective, this is why you should not probably upgrade to this beta, especially if there are bugs that are found. And I will say right off the bat, my battery life on iOS 26.1 Beta 1, as opposed to even what I'm getting battery life on the Air here, is right on par, which is meaning to say this battery life is not as good as it is on iOS 26 regular release. That's not going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people. If you have a new iPhone 17 Pro Max, the battery is still getting me through a significant amount of the day with no issue. I took it off the charger today at about 7 a.m. It's almost 5 o'clock, and it is definitely still cranking along at 45% with no issue, no top off. And then yesterday, when I really ran it down the full day, you can see right here that, let's go to Thursday under full usage. Look at this. I used it to 90% yesterday, and I had almost 10 hours of screen active time with another 10 and a half hours of screen idle time. It still was a champ, even on the beta. But if you have an older device or a device that doesn't have 100% battery health, this could be a detriment for you guys. And then as far as performance has been, at least according to Geekbench, for those of you that like to know these scores, you can see right here, let's go back to the CPU history. This is what it did. So the beta is clearly not optimized. We're getting a 3660 single core and an 8806 multi-core. And you can see on the Air running the exact same test, it is right there. And considering there's an extra GPU in here, you would figure the Pro Max on the right hand side should blow away the Air, but no. It is still right neck and neck, and the Air actually has a slightly higher multi-core score. Take this for what you want. It is a benchmark, and in daily use, I don't see a difference between them, but I know a lot of people do like to see that. Additionally, and I talked about this in our first video, I don't know what it is. Comment down below, guys, if you have any thoughts to what is causing this consistent glitch. But when you pull down Control Center and I swipe up, look at that. It was actually better that time, but I still have that slight glitch. Let's actually check on the Air. There it was. I don't know why, it's just not smooth. It's only the first time after not going in Control Center for a little, so it is definitely a weird one. Not sure what's going on, but I just wanted to let you know that. Also, in iOS 26.1, really there's not a lot of differences here. Liquid Glass has somewhat gotten tweaked. Let me see if I can show you exactly what it looks like on the Air as well. For the keypads, one had a little bit of a grayer look to the keys. This one is more in line with Liquid Glass, as you would expect. But there are so few changes here. There's no reason to update to this beta unless you just want to have the latest and greatest, or you do have a developer device that you don't mind testing it with, because other than that, the stability is fine. It's there. All banking apps work, but there's nothing new to say, oh, I need to jump on this. There's no updates to Siri, and there's no other new features. This seems to be purely on the back-end improvements. So just something I wanted to let you know. It is still smooth, still working good. It is okay to download. I just personally don't see a reason for you guys to do it unless you really want to. But yeah, that's it for this one. Quick video. Wanted to let you know exactly what to expect with this first beta. I would imagine come beta 2 and 3, we should see some sort of new features. They're just not present for forward-facing customers right now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.